Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Deep Rock Galactic. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zarel. Let's get to it. So today we're doing the deep dive, codenamed Calm Impact. But before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. Stage 1 of the deep dive has you looking for crystallized morkite. Look for that bluish gray glow on the sides of the level, and you just go ahead and dig it out, drop it in the mule. Additionally, you also have one dreadnought, rich atmosphere, and lethal enemies. Rich atmosphere, of course, will make you and the bugs faster. Lethal enemies means that all melee damage from the bugs is increased, so keep them at arm's length if at all possible. Now, the dreadnought is the boss-like creature of the deep dive and Deep Rock Galactic. This time around we got the Lacerator and Arbalest. They like to burrow around into the level, which of course causes them to go immune, and they share health, so don't damage one too much more than the other. Kind of keep it more or less even. Once you take one of them out, then you don't have to worry. Just find the other one and destroy it. Make it easier on your team. Go ahead and tag one of them, and hopefully someone on your team will tag the other one so you know where they're at all times, so they don't pop up right behind you. Once you take out both of, or the dreadnought, plus you have all the crystallized morkite mined, then you're ready to go. But don't forget that you're also looking for gold and nitra as you're going along in the deep dive. There won't be any regional minerals, there won't be any crappa or magnite or anything. So you don't have to worry about that, but do pick up the gold and nitra. Gold, of course, will get you more credits at the end of the deep dive, and nitra will keep you flush with ammo and health. So make sure that you get those things. Once you have the dreadnought taken care of and the morkite, then go ahead and make your way to the drop pod. Depending on what traversal tools you have, will change the strategy of you getting from wherever you finish the level to wherever the drop pod happens to be at. Now, because there's a mule, you'll have to wait for it to get to the drop pod if you get there early, or you also have the option of following the mule back to the drop pod, and then you just have to fight enemies as you're going along. So it's up to you what you want to do. Sometimes the mule does like to go up sheer vertical cliffs, and without a jetpack, that makes it very difficult to follow. So whatever is the best way for you, whatever you think is the best, either go ahead and then just defend around the drop pod until the mule docks, or follow the mule back and then just you'll be able to get right in. Either way, we are done with this stage of the deep dive. And don't forget that the deep dive is a 3-stage raid-like environment that you can play by yourself with your buddy Bosco, or with up to 3 other friends, either pre-made or match-made. So that's it for stage number 1 of the deep dive. We're moving on to stage number 2. Alright, stage number 2 of the deep dive has you doing crystallized morkite again. Yes. So look for that blue-gray glow on the sides of the level and go ahead and mine it. Get it mined, put it into the mule. Additionally, you're going to be going after the Armor and Heartstone. That's right, this is an escort mission. Now, unlike normal missions where you have one mandatory objective or one main objective and one optional objective, the deep dive has you doing 2 mandatory objectives, so you'll need to get all that crystallized morkite, and you'll also have to escort Doretta and get that Armor and Heartstone. Now, at some point, the drill dozer is going to run out of fuel. You'll have to refuel it with the canisters and then get going once again. So look for that oil shale, which happens to be littered all around the level, except for wherever you tend to run out of fuel. That seems to be the place where there isn't a lot, and you'll need a couple of deposits. Now, once you get to the Armor and Heartstone, you have a 4-phase battle in order to get it, with each phase bringing something a little bit different And make sure that you have all your Morkite ready to go so you can get out as soon as the Heartstone is cracked. Call in a resupply so that you'll be flush with ammo for the hordes of enemies. Don't wait until you need it or about to run out. If there's 4 people in your party doing the deep dive, then you'll want to not wait too much longer than when at least 2 members are down to about 50%, or 2 bars if you're looking at the laser pointer or using the laser pointer looking at your guys. Once you have that armor and Heartstone cracked and you have all of the crystallized Morkite that you need, you only need 150 this time around, then you're ready to go. Call in that drop pod and get out. Now do consider bringing Doretta back with you, as Doretta has done all the heavy lifting getting to and into the Heartstone. So go ahead and make your way back to the drop pod, usually taking the tracks that the drill dozer took in order to get back. Make sure that you know where it is, or you could follow the mule if you want. Deal with enemies as you can, or as you have to, I should say. If you need to take them out, take them out. Otherwise, you might want to reserve your ammo for the 3rd stage of the deep dive. Now remember that the Nitra will, every 80 Nitra will get you 1 resupply pod with 4 pods on it, each one giving you 50% of your total ammo, grenades, etc. So with 2 people, you've got a full flush from 0% to 100% with just 2 pods each. So if you're playing 2 players, call it in when you need to, when you're just about to run out. Once again, you can wait for the mule, or you can run ahead to the drop pod and wait for the mule to show up there. Defend around the drop pod, and like I said, you might want to reserve ammo so you have ammo to go on that last stage. And here we were kind of waiting around, waiting for the drop pod door to open before we can get out. Waiting for the mule to dock. But that's it for stage number 2. And don't forget, deep dive, one of the main reasons to do it is to get those matrix cores. Will get you cosmetic skins and overclocks for your weapons. Alright, now 3rd stage of the deep dive has you repairing 2 mini mules and taking out 2 dreadnoughts. So look for and listen for the mini mules. They'll have that green pulsing glow, plus the legs will be pulsing white after you scan it. Put them back together, repair them, and then they're ready to go. So this is not a full salvage mission, so you don't have to worry about that. Now this level also has elite threat, which means that you'll randomly have a bug that'll pop in as a heavy hitter. It'll have more hit points, it'll move faster, and it'll do more damage. It'll be glowing slightly red, and it'll say elite. So you'll always know if it's an elite or not. So a pseudo boss-like creature, but not quite the same as a dreadnought. Keep your eyes open for them. Make sure that your team knows where they're at so you can deal with them as needed. Now, of course, the dreadnoughts are the boss-like creatures of Deep Rock Galactic. This time around, we got the Hive Guard. The Hive Guard goes through an invulnerable stage, and it calls in its minions, the Sentinels. So you really have to have a lot of ammo to take care of the Hive Guard, because you've got the Sentinels, which you have to take care of, which are Praetorian-like. Not quite as tough as a Praetorian, but pretty close. And then you have a shielded stage and then damage phase. So once it's in the shielded stage, take the shield down, and then of course damage it as quickly as possible. But then call in the drop pod, and you're ready to finish off this deep dive strong. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
Sticky boom!
Feel my wrath.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes. The mule has docked, initiating launch sequence.
Players, not ready yet! Resupply ordered! Sentry gun needs...
Nitro has been withdrawn and supply pod is inbound.
Sentry's done! Go get him, boy!
Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes.
I ordered a resupply!
Supply drop has been ordered and is on the way.
I ordered a resupply!
Stand back, supply pod inbound.
Resupply ordered!
Hang in there, supplies are on the way.
Get explored.
Resupply arrived! Go restock! Let's show them some pain! Time to
Retrieving escape pod.
Rock and stone, brother!
Rock and stone forever.
Yeah!
プレイステーション